Former Israeli Prime Minister Ariel Sharon dies aged 85. From New York to Lebanon, the world reacts to Sharon's death. The West warns Israel as Housing Ministry announces more settlement building. And Tel Aviv inaugurates Israel's first Holocaust memorial for gay victims. Shalom, welcome to the Jerusalem Post News, our top stories for Sunday, January 12th. Former Israeli Prime Minister Ariel Sharon has died aged 85. Sharon, Israel's 11th Prime Minister, passed away on Saturday after lying in a coma for 8 years following the stroke that felled him in 2006.
He was an outstanding man and an exceptional commander who moved his people and loved them, and the people loved him. Ariel Sharon was a great architect, an outstanding defender of his state.
אריק היה בראש ובראשונה לוחם ומפקד, מגדולי המצביעים שקמו לעם ישראל בזמן החדש.
Sharon's casket lay in state today outside the Knesset in Jerusalem for members of the public to pay their last respects, with police expecting thousands to come to the capital. President Shimon Peres laid a wreath on Sharon's coffin prior to the public procession. An official memorial service will also take place at the Knesset on Monday morning, to which Israeli leaders and officials and ambassadors, including US Vice President Joe Biden and former UK Prime Minister Tony Blair, are expected to attend. Sharon will then be laid to rest on Monday afternoon at his family ranch in the Negev, next to his wife Lily, in a military burial ceremony. From New York to Lebanon, the past 24 hours has seen mixed reactions to the news of the death of Ariel Sharon around the region and the globe.
I'm happy that he died.
Why?
Happy because he chased Jews out of their homes and he caused them suffering.
Ariel Sharon was a model for the Jews of Chutz La'aretz to feel courage and to feel confidence about being part of this country and fighting for your rights without any embarrassment, without any humiliation, and to do things with a great pride and honor.
Ariel was a great leader of Israel. He's been in a coma for 8 years, so it's unfortunate that he's been with us, but he hasn't been with us. And I wish him God peace, and I hope he's granted eternal rest.
He had so much to do with different pieces of history, both good and bad, so very controversial figure, but definitely has a lot, a great influence.
The US, EU and Palestinian negotiators warned Israel after the Housing Ministry announced Friday the construction of 800 new homes in the West Bank settlements and 600 in East Jerusalem, and that it is harming the peace process. The US State Department warned again on Friday that such steps are not conducive to America's efforts in upholding the new peace process, and that America views the settlements as illegitimate. Following in the footsteps of Berlin, Amsterdam, Sydney and San Francisco, Tel Aviv's municipality has inaugurated Israel's first memorial to the thousands of people persecuted by the Nazis for their sexual orientation. The memorial stands in front of the Gay Community Center in Meir Park. German Ambassador Andreas Michaelis and Tel Aviv Mayor Ron Huldai both attended the inauguration.
As German Ambassador to Israel, I'm proud that we have reached a level of cooperation which allows for true friendship between Israel and Germany after the horrors of the past. Thank you.
For me, it's a special day because there are not so many cities in the world that have such a memorial stone, and the fact that it happened in Israel, where usually when it comes to the Nazis, they speak about the Jewish people, and now there is recognition about the other minority who suffered, like the gay people, gypsies, and all kind. So it's for me, it's a very blessed progress for that event.
For me, this is the symbol of the monument today, to feel free, to feel part of all the human people, to not feel discriminate, to feel that everybody is the same, and every minority have the same to feel and to behave and to live as the way they want.
That's it. We're back tomorrow with more main headlines. Until then, shalom from the Jerusalem Post studio.